Home Place Real Estate TV with your host, broker associate Heston Bush.
Welcome friends, and thank you for joining us on Home Place Real Estate TV. Our guest today on Home Place Real Estate TV is Bert Daly, who's been a realtor associate for over a decade and specializes in farm and ranch properties. Bert, today we want to talk about farm and ranch properties. How does Oklahoma rank in the farm and ranch property?
Well, thank you for inviting me today, Heston. I think we're right at the top. Oklahoma is known as horse and cattle country, and we've got some of the most productive and beautiful farms and ranches anywhere. People from all over the country are looking to buy properties here in Oklahoma for a number of reasons. We've got great soils and crop production. We raise everything from things like corn and wheat, soybeans, to alfalfa, blue stem grasses, and some great strains of Bermuda grasses as well. A couple other factors I think that are put us right there at the top is that we have a lower cost of living than most areas do, and I think we have very, very reasonable prices. You get more bang for your buck here in Oklahoma buying a farm or ranch than anywhere in the country, I think.
So when someone was looking for a place to put their horses, what are they looking for?
Well, it's interesting you ask that. You know, horse people certainly have some particular things in mind when they're looking to buy a property. I know that it's always important to have a good, solid house, but what I found is that the first place they want to go look at it is the barn. They want a good barn. They want roomy, adequate, safe stalls, a nice tack room. They like wash bay areas, things like automatic waters and where the water hydrants are located, be efficient and effective for their needs is also important to them. Electric utilities, a lot of times in the summers are hot here, and they like to make sure they got plenty of plug-ins to run fans or cooling systems. And, it's always nice to have, I think horse people like to have some other outbuildings where they can store their hay and feed, as well as some of their equipment.
Well, Bert, it sounds like Oklahoma truly is horse country, but what about cattle?
Well, we certainly have a rich history in our horses here in Oklahoma, but surprising to a lot of folks, we're in the top 10 in beef production here in Oklahoma. And there's a variety of different breeders that raise some exotic breeds like Longhorns, and I even know some guys that have Scottish Highlanders. We are definitely in cattle country right here. Cattlemen are looking for a few different things. Like, to them, it's not so much the barn and the stalls, Heston, as it is good, adequate grasses and good crops. At the end of the day, the cost of raising these cattle affects the bottom line of the profit. So they have to have a place that's efficient for their needs. Water is certainly a great priority for cattlemen. They like to have a place that's got live creeks, streams, ponds, springs. Here in Oklahoma, we're blessed here around the Ada and Sulphur area and known for our spring water here in these areas. And that's certainly a priority for cattlemen. Fencing is a little bit different. With horse properties, they're looking for more V-mesh or square mesh fencing, maybe pipe rail fencing or vinyl fence. But cattlemen, they want more rugged fence that's like 5 or 6 wire barbed wire fencing. Good cattle guards, good gates, and cattlemen rotate their cattle around throughout the year, so they like to have their properties cross-fenced a little bit so they can move them from area to area and protect the land and keep those crops being able to come back at their best.
Well, Bert, it sounds like you definitely know what you're talking about when it comes to horses and ranches.
Well, I've always loved horses and cattle. I've been around this industry my whole life, and I just love showing folks the great properties and farms and ranches that we have to offer here at Home Place Real Estate.
Well, we certainly appreciate you sharing your time with us, and I understand you're an auctioneer also. Could you come back and share that side of the business with us?
You bet, Heston, one of my favorite things to do. I'd be glad to do it. You call me anytime.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, folks, that's our Home Place Real Estate TV show for you today. Be sure to check us out on our website, homeplace.pro, for frequent and helpful segments coming up that truly show you that Home Place Real Estate puts the real back into realtor. We work harder and smarter for you, and it shows with our quick responses, attention to detail, and follow-up from beginning to closing. See you next time, and please contact us in the meantime with any of your real estate questions. Thank you and have a great day.